Welcome to the broadcast booth. I'm Aaron Thomas, joined in the broadcast booth by my partner, Byron Reed. We've got NJCAA Region 20 men's basketball action here for you. Byron, we've got a great contest between the Frederick Cougars and your CCBC Dundalk Lions. What are some of the starters for today?
Well, starters for the visiting Frederick Cougars are number 10, Deshaun Bell, number 20, Rashard Lewis, number 12, Marcus Robinson, number 21, Jacob McIntosh, and number 22, Shane DeSellis. And for the CCBC Dundalk Lions, we have number 1, Teray Quickly, number 2, Cameron Hutchings, number 3, Anthony Bennett Jr., number 5, Jordan Myers, and number 20, Mike White.
National anthem here at CCBC Dundalk. I hold just a little bit of hope that one fan will scream the O.
Always. We're looking for that one person, and just for the one time.
I say that I hold out hope that'll happen, but that'll never be me being that one guy. Like I said, fans, we've got Region 20 NJCAA men's basketball action in store for you in just a couple of minutes. We've got action between the CCBC Dundalk and the Frederick Cougars. Byron Reed already gave you the starting lineups for today's contest. What are the team's records coming into the game?
Well, Frederick is sporting a 7-10 overall record in the season. They are 3-5 in the conference, whereas Dundalk has a 4-14 record and a 1-7 record in the conference. So those teams aren't playing really well right now, but hopefully today they can find some momentum for the end of the season.
4-14. You don't have to be a mathematician or even a sports fan to know that that's not a very good record to start the season, especially coming off last year's pretty good season for the Lions. Now, what do you think some of the problems for the Lions have been?
Well, I think some of the problems have been that they're not doing well distributing the ball to the other teammates. They don't do a good job of spreading the floor and just doing what it takes as a team to win. It seems like it's more of an individual style of basketball, and that doesn't work in basketball when you have 5 guys in the court, who can help you do what you need to do as a team.
Now we got here to the Lions Den pretty early. We got to watch both teams warm up. Did you see anything in particular that made you extra excited for today's game?
Well, I saw a few guys throwing down some dunks. That's always exciting.
Oh, it always is. It's always exciting when you get to see the dunks. Well, we'll be underway in action very shortly. We have our PA announcer, Lamont, is giving us the starters for the CCBC Dundalk Lions. I can tell you, Byron, it's been a couple weeks since we've been here in the Lions Den broadcasting a game. There's a lot of excitement here in the building today. There's a lot of excitement here in the broadcast booth. I'm really excited about this game.
I'm always excited to call a game, especially with you, my friend. We always have good chemistry together, and you know what? Tonight we're just going to make some more magic in the booth.
And it's always going to be fun. Frederick's taking the court. The Lions will be taking the court momentarily. The introductions are almost done. Spoke a little bit too soon. We got one more player to be introduced here.
One more. A little fun fact here. Personal knowledge here. Frederick has my middle school colors of the yellow and green, so that's interesting to me. I don't know why, but it is.
That's funny. You went to Parkville High School. Those are the colors of Parkville High School. I went to Delaney High School. The colors of Delaney High School were white and red. So got a little rivalry going almost.
Yes, Pine Grove Middle School was actually the school I went to. Those were the school colors for Pine Grove.
Oh, you said middle school. I'm sorry. Yeah,
it's
you got to pay attention to this job. I'm not really good at that. But regardless, the introductions are over. for the hundreds of fans in attendance and the thousands watching at home. Let's get ready for tip-off. Both teams are out on the court, and tip-off is underway in the middle for the CCBC Dundalk Lions. Is number 2, Cameron Hutchings, and tipping in the middle for Frederick is number 21, Jacob McIntosh. The tip is won by Frederick, controlled. Passed over to big man, Rashard Lewis, who passes it right back over to Morris Robinson. Robinson controlling the ball. Passes it down to Shane Decalis. Passes it over to Deshaun Bell. Jacob McIntosh over in the corner. Frederick for 2, no good. Rebounded by Teray quickly. Quickly pulls it up to his point guard. Mike White. White's controlling the ball. Mike White stands at 5'6", but he is a speedy and a quick shooting point guard for the Lions. Let's see if he can do anything here today. Pass it over to Anthony Bennett, who passes it back over to White. White takes the quick 3 off the back of the rim. Rebounded by Frederick. The rebound was had by number 22, Shane Decalis. What'd you see in that first possession for the Lions?
Well, they did a good job moving the ball around. White had a look, and you think he had to take that. So you always want to get your shots in early. Unfortunately, it didn't fall, but we know he can make those.
Anthony Bennett tried to jump the passing lane and get the steal there from the Frederick Cougars, but there was a foul on the play. So that's the first foul on number 3, Anthony Bennett Jr. Frederick takes it out on the inbounds play. Goes it over now, down low to the big man. Rashard Lewis. Lewis puts it in for 2, our first 2 points of the game. Oh, correction, he had passed that off to Rashad Bell, who he got the 2 points. Mike White over to Anthony Bennett Jr. for 3, and he is welcomed. An early invitation to the block party, Byron.
Early invitation indeed. We were talking off camera about the invitation to the block party, how early they were going to come. That came with what, a minute in the game?
Yeah. Anthony Bennett Jr. have been cordially invited to the block party. Refreshments and drinks are on the bench, young man. Frederick faking for 3 off the front of the rim, and it's rebounded by Teray quickly. Quickly pushes it up to White. White controlling the ball. White over to Bennett. Jr. back to White. White now looking for something to make. With the dribble handoff over to Bennett, who passes it over quickly. White back to White. Playing a little 3-man game here. I don't think number 5, Jordan Myers, has touched the ball once on this possession, and I think Anthony Bennett Jr. was looking for a foul call, doesn't get it, and that'll be a miss once again for the Lions.
And Myers was open in the corner last possession. You saw he was calling for it, but the 3 guys didn't see him in the corner. It's really disappointing if you're Jordan Myers there.
Yeah, they really were just playing almost like a 3-man weave there for the Lions. They had 2 players on the team who didn't even touch the ball during that possession, but a good shot by Anthony Bennett Jr. just didn't find the back of the net. Frederick now controlling it, kicks over. The 3 for Lewis, touches every part of the rim, and finally goes down for 3. That's 5-0. Lions are down here early in this one. 17 minutes and 15 seconds left in the first half.
Well, this Rashard Lewis can make threes, and the Rashard Lewis in the NBA can also make threes, so I wonder if that's why he has the name.
He may have emulated his game off that, because that's that corner 3 that Rashard Lewis did like. Myers, he takes the 3, and it's off the corner of the rim. No good. Rebounded by Frederick. Pushes it up to Lewis again. He takes it back and pushes it back to Morris Robinson. Robinson was able to get himself into the lane, and he was fouled in the act of shooting, so he'll go to the line. It's our first 2 foul shots of the game.
And free throws are always important in a basketball game, but I think that obviously if you want to get to the free throw line and make them early on, those will extend your lead and just make it that much harder for the other team to get back in the game.
Well, Morris Robinson makes good on the first foul shot attempt. The second will be coming up shortly. It's 6-0 right now. Frederick is up here in this one. 16 minutes and 53 seconds left here in the first half. The second foul shot. Off the back of the rim and no good. Will be rebounded by Jordan Myers. Myers going to bring the ball up now. Waiting for something. Gets the pick from Quickly. Dribbles behind the back. Passes it back to Quickly. Quickly dribbles right at his man. Pull-up jumper. Good. Nothing but net. Number 1, Teray Quickly. 6-2 here with 16 minutes and 30 seconds left here in the first half.
That was a good job there by Quickly sizing up his man and really taking advantage of, I guess, the slower defender there.
Lions running the press, and it was beneficial to a certain degree as the Frederick still got the good shot, but they weren't able to make it. Jordan Myers, with a great and one play there. Absorbs the contact, puts it in for 2, and he's got an opportunity to get 3 points the old-fashioned way.
Really pretty layup there. And like you said, absorbing that contact, fighting through it, and making that layup and getting the N1 attempt. Free throws for Dundalk especially are going to be important. Now that they're trailing down 2 points, the free throw again within 1, and that was closer.
Missed opportunity there. Almost had an opportunity to make it a 1-point game, but he did miss. And Rashard Lewis down low off the glass for 2. The bank was open on that play. Lewis cashed his check for 2 points. Quickly into the lane, puts it up. Oh, off the rim. No good. Frederick now controlling the ball into the middle of the paint. Number 34, Onell David. David got into the lane, put up the shot, but it was no good. Mike White now controlling the ball for the Lions. Looks like he was going to speak too soon. Quickly, it looked like he dribbled off his foot, but he was fouled before that. So the Lions will take it in on the inbounds play. It is 10-4 with 15 minutes and 40 seconds left here in the first half. Mike White's controlling the ball for the Lions. So running the point for the majority of this game so far. Quickly now has the ball on the baseline. Passes it back to Myers. Passes it right to White. Passes it over to Jaffael Winfield. Over to Quickly. Quickly's got it on the block. It's up. That shoulder jumper is no good. Rebounded by David.
If you're going to give him that shot, he's going to take it more times than not. We saw him make one of those earlier, so he's going to continue to shoot that. It's going to fall, too.
Frederick with a good shot down low there by number 22, Shane Deckles, but he couldn't hit it. It's rebounded by the Lions. Myers puts it in, gets into the lane. He kicks it out to his teammate, number 2, Cameron Hutchins, who kicks it back out to Mike White. White's now controlling the ball. Quickly now has control of it, looking for the play from the coach. Dribbles behind the back, dribble handoff, Winfield, 3, no good, off the side of the rim, rebounded by Frederick. Frederick had numbers for a second, but the Lions, good transition D there. Frederick down low again. Now Shane Deckles, jumper once again is good for the big man. Number 22, Shane Deckles. Frederick's now up 12-4 with just over 14 minutes left in there in the first half. Myers controls the ball, passes it back to White. White looking for something. Dribbles right at his man, passes it over to Winfield. Winfield, jab step, passes it back to White. White now controlling. Gives the play to his teammates. Drives into the lane, pass out to Quickly. The extra pass over to Winfield. Winfield, jumper's good. Nice little delayed jumper.
With the shot clock running out, they had to get a shot up, and you know what? That's probably the best shot they could have gotten in that situation.
That was very smart passing there by Quickly to make the extra pass over to his teammate Winfield, who was able to get the 2 points. Rashard Lewis for 3, no good, off the iron, rebounded by Quickly. Quickly passes it over to his point guard White, passes it right back to Quickly. Quickly, pull up 3, no good. Hutchinson's there for the putback, 2 points. Nice little touch there inside the paint. He got 2 points. Hutchinson's did on the putback. It's now 12-8 with 13 minutes left here in the first half.
When you're a big guy down low like that, those are what you call garbage points. You got to get those. It's an easy tip-in basket for Hutchins.
Coach Jerron Taylor none too pleased with the defensive effort there by the Lions. There is a very ticky-tack foul as Winfield put his hands on his defender before he even put the ball down, and he was whistled for the foul. Frederick will take it on the inbounds play.
And you got to hope that's not a sign of things to come from these referees, or rather for the players in this game, because that can really get on players' nerves very quickly.
Bell now controls the ball for Frederick, passes it out to Rashard Lewis. Lewis lost control of it for a second, passes it over to David. David for 3, no good. It's rebounded by number 24, Jordan Dawson. But they're going to call a foul on Dawson on that play, so Possession arrow will point back into the favor of the Lions. Mike White's controlling the ball, passes it over to Anthony Bennett Jr., passes it right back to White. White waiting for something to happen, passes it over to Myers, gives it right back to White. White now calls out the play, dribbles right at his defender, handoff to Bennett. Bennett Jr. down low to Jenkins, and welcome to the block party, young man. Winfield gets the rebound. Jumper, no good, and the rebound by Frederick. That's our second invitation to the block party.
Second invitation. It didn't take very long at all for that second one to come as well.
Oh, Cody Jenkins, welcome to the block party. Refreshments and drinks are on the bench, young man.
I've seen Frederick in their last few possessions. They came out in man-to-man, and then they switched to a 2-3 zone, and it looks like they went back to that man-to-man here. I wonder if that's because of the threes that Dundalk made early on. They want to stop that right now, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah, very interesting defensive performance so far by both teams. It's been good defense and some sloppy offensive play as some shots just haven't gone down. I think we're in store for a very competitive basketball game, though, as Winfield now controls the ball, hits with a dribble jab. Now picks dribble, jumper, good! Winfield, he likes that shoulder jumper there. He's now made 2 right from that same spot.
Yep, it's beautiful to see. And you know what? One of the benefits of man-to-man defense, if you're going to, for an offense anyway, is that you can get switches like that. And Winfield took advantage of that switch.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's how you play pick-and-roll basketball right there. Dawson sets the pick, rolls to the basket, is rewarded for his hard work, and puts it in for 2 points. It's now 14-10 with just over 11 minutes left here in the first half. Winfield with a nice move, gets into good position. I thought he was fouled personally, but the ref saw it the other way. I think that was maybe a gimme foul or a gimme call there, as Frederick was then called for the travel. So possession arrow points back into the favor of the Lions. Nice possession there by Winfield, even though he doesn't get the 2 points, right?
Definitely was. You know, I thought he actually got by him for a split second there, but the defender, credit the defender there for stifling Winfield there.
And a great passing by the Lions on this possession. Anthony Bennett works his way into the lane. No foul call there on that either. And Bennett Jr. misses. Frederick with numbers, and the foul called on the other side of the court. That's on number 5, Jordan Myers. Number 33, Joshua Jones, will go to the line, and he will shoot some foul shots.
You know what? If Myers wouldn't have slapped at the air like that, I'm pretty sure he wouldn't have got a foul call.
It was it's a tough call there. Obviously, there's going to be a lot of contact there when there's obviously no contact made with the ball. More times than not, the ref's going to make that call in the favor of the offensive player. I don't think that's a bad call.
Oh, no, I don't think it's a bad call. I'm just saying that maybe there's a possibility of him avoiding the foul being called in general, and he wouldn't have swatted in the air like that. Going for the block is what I mean.
Jones makes good on the second foul shot. It's now 16-10 with just under 11 minutes. Myers taking the inbounds play. Throws it over to Bennett Jr., but it's a risky pass. It's stolen on the inbounds play, and Jones adds 2 more points in. It's now 18-10.
I think Jones got away with a foot on the line there. It looked to me like he stepped on that blue over there, but I couldn't really tell from where I am.
Jordan Myers now controlling the ball for the Lions. He's played all of this first half so far for the Lions. Myers pulls up, passes it over to Bennett Jr. Dribble handoff to White. Thought about the 3, decided not to. And a tough position there for White as he left his feet, had to get rid of the ball, and he made an ill-advised pass that it was stolen. But luckily for him, Frederick bailed him out with a foul, I'm assuming, getting the call from the refs. Yep, it is going to be a foul on Frederick on that play. So possession arrow will stay in favor of the Lions there. Sloppy possession for the Lions. Luckily, they were bailed out.
Yeah, it really was. White was in a terrible position to pass from there. I mean, when you're in the air, so your passing more difficult as is. But when you're a shorter guy like White, that makes it even more difficult when you're in the air like that.
Emmanuel Johnson took that deep 3-pointer for the Lions. It was no good. Pass out. Jones for 3. Frederick, good! Jones, he's come off the bench, and he's now got 7 points here in the first half.
Yeah, he's got a steal in those 7 points, 2 from the free throw line, and that 1 3 he just made. Oh, man.
Another ill-advised inbounds play by the Lions as they turn it over before they can even cross the half court. Luckily, Frederick bailed him out on that play as well, as an ill-advised shot by number 34, Onell David, went up and over the backboard, so out of bounds for the Lions. Lions with possession of the ball, down 21-10.
And you see Frederick is really giving it to him with the press here, but it's broken easily.
Anthony Bennett Jr. breaks the press. I thought he was going to pass it down. He had numbers, but he took it right to the basket and puts it in for 2 points. Jones, pull-up three. No good. I thought he had that one too. Jones is obviously going to be a guy they got to look out for. This man has shown a willingness to shoot often and fast.
He might be the microwave of the group, man. When you get hot, stay hot.
And a whistle on that play by the Lions. It looks like the refs are going to be discussing it over on the other side of the court. I didn't personally see a foul, but we don't have eyes everywhere, so we do tend to miss things from time to time. Discussion going on with the refs right now, maybe with the clock.
Maybe that's what it is. I'm not too sure either. I didn't see anything that warranted a foul myself, but it may be a clock issue. Hopefully we'll get a resolution here soon.
No, you know what? I know what that was. They just made dinner plans for after this.
So it's really for that, don't you think?
Hey, gentlemen, can I come?
All right, I'm hungry.
Regardless, the Lions look like they will be taking possession of this ball on the opposite side of the court. Number 22, Emmanuel Johnson, will be inbounding the ball. Coach Taylor looking to get some kind of explanation from the ref, or I think the loudspeaker would be beneficial for all of us right now.
I would agree. We have these headphones on, it's kind of hard to hear sometimes, so the loudspeaker would definitely be great for everyone involved.
Let us all know what the foul is or what the violation is, but regardless, it looks like the problem has been solved, and we will start play momentarily. It's a nice opportunity for both teams to rest and coaches to get in the plays or defense and offense and just get a good look at how your team's played so far. I mean, the Lions are down here early in this one, 21-12 with 9 minutes and 12 seconds. How do they get back into this game, Byron?
Well, I think they need to spread the ball around more. I mean, they've done a good job so far of spreading the ball around, but they need to make those passes actually mean something with the ball in the hoop. That's the easy way to do it. Simple as that.
All right, the whistle's finally blown. Play has resumed. Quickly has the ball. Now over to White. Over to Bennett Jr. for three. It's good! Anthony Bennett Jr. for three.
Beautiful, beautiful ball movement there from Dundalk. And you know what? There's no surprise there. Mike White with that assist. He is he's in the top 5 of the conference in the assist category. He has 73 assists. Now 74. So that's very impressive to see that ball movement there. And that's an easy bucket.
Absolutely. There was a quick stoppage in time as the score had not been updated yet. Finally, we're underway, and hopefully we can continue to be underway. We had too many stoppages, if you ask me, in this game.
Yeah, you got to get that score right, though. That score is very important.
I would say it's probably the most important thing.
I would agree with you.
Anthony Bennett Jr. with the steal in transition, moving. He's fouled, and he's got an opportunity for 3 points the old-fashioned way. That's 5 straight points for Anthony Bennett Jr. He'll try to make it 6.
Bennett Jr. is really showing off here early on in this game, and you know what? I think he is one of the leaders that you're going to want to look for because he is second on the team in scoring with averaging 17 points per game.
And we added, Anthony Bennett Jr. misses the opportunity for the 3-point play, so we'll come away with 2. It's 21-17 with just under 8 minutes and 30 seconds left here in the first half. And Frederick with a nice possession there, moving the ball with ease, and Kenneth Jenkins works his way into the paint and finishes with no problem.
Yeah, it was really, in my opinion, bad defense there from Dundalk. Nobody even tried to stop him when he went in the paint.
And an interesting defensive call here from Frederick, as I thought they were playing good defense without the press. Now they moved to the press. The Lions seem to be beating the press with ease, getting into the lane and getting fouled.
Yeah, they've broken that press pretty easily on these last 2 possessions here. And as you said, they've led to either 3-pointers, wide open 3-pointers, or and 1 attempts and free throws.
Some interesting defensive strategy by Frederick. Regardless, they are in the lead right now, 23-17. DeRay quickly missed his first foul shot attempt. The second will be coming underway shortly. It's 23-17 with 8 minutes and 8 seconds left here in the first half.
These free throws are big, man. You got to get the free throws, especially early in a close game like this.
Quickly makes good on the second foul shot attempt. It's now 23-18, correction. Frederick controlling the ball. Over to Jones. Jones looking for something, drives. Passes it off to a teammate. Passes it back. Frederick with some good ball movement right now. Working on the block, and if you're going to push off Hutchins, you got to make it a little less obvious, as we're about a good 10, 15 feet away, and we saw both hands extend pretty blatantly there. That's an obvious call. You're going to get called for that every time.
Definitely. Got to make it more discreet than that, my friend.
Frederick takes the ball in the inbounds play. Robinson passes it over to Jones. Jones misses, and the rebound was had by Frederick's Kenneth Jenkins. He puts it up, and he's fouled in the act of shooting by number 34, Cody Jenkins. So, Jenkins fouled Jenkins. So, Kenneth Jenkins for Frederick will go to the line for 2 foul shots. Kenneth makes good on his first foul shot attempt. It's now 24-19. Correction, 23-19. I knew
you were right.
Yeah, I knew
you were right. Yep. Yes, sir.
What's going on? It's Bush League over there. Lions now beating the press with ease. Once again, Anthony Bennett Jr. controls over to Johnson, who passes it over to Myers. Myers now going to slow this pace down for the Lions to try and get a much-needed basket, as they've had a couple possessions now with not a made basket. They've made some foul shots, but no made field goals.
Right. And those baskets will get you momentum.
Emmanuel Johnson with the air ball 3 in the far corner, rebounded by Frederick. Frederick tried to make a move, but Anthony Bennett gets in the way. He's got the steal in transition, looking for numbers. Doesn't get it, hands it off to Myers, and maybe wasn't the best play there from Bennett Jr. as it was stolen easily. Cody Jenkins with a nice defensive effort down low by the Lions to get it back, though.
Very, very nice defensive effort to bail out your offense, who on that last one really made a not-so-smart decision there.
Oh, mama, there goes that man. Oh, Jordan Myers. Mama, there goes that man. Oof.
Very nice attempt there by Myers to fight through the contact. I tell you, these are some tough kids fighting through all this contact and getting these hard-earned points.
If I'm going to steal a Stuart Scott, if I'm going to steal a Coach Scott line, I might as well steal 2. What's the famous line? Hand down, man down. Hands are down. Myers took him right into the lane and put it in for 2. Made good on the foul shot attempt, and that's 3 points the old-fashioned way. 25-21, 6 minutes and 38 seconds left here in the first half.
Myers did exactly what he was supposed to do on that one. Get the 2 points and make them hurt even more by getting that third one.
Jones now controls the ball, finally puts the ball down on the floor. Some nice ball movement we've seen so far from the Frederick Cougars today. Rashard Lewis passes it over. Now into the lane, puts it in for 2. The bank was open on that, and he cashed that check for 2 points. 27-21. Emmanuel Johnson passes it up to Quickly. Passes it right back to Johnson, over to Myers. Myers had a split second, thought he was going to shoot the 3, but decided against it. Lewis coming out and played defense on Myers. Myers really had most of the offensive momentum here in this game for the Lions so far. The dribble handoff to Bennett. Bennett put the jumper up. It was no good. Got the rebound. Myers, now the scoop layup is nice. Oh, nothing prettier in basketball than the finger roll.
I was going to say, you don't see that scoop finger roll too often. And when you do see it, it's pretty like that one was.
Oh, and a nice play by number 21, Jacob McIntosh, to split the two defenders and put the ball off the glass for 2 points, 29-23 with 5 minutes and 14 seconds left. We started off a little slow here, but have really picked it up over the past couple possessions, haven't they?
That pace has definitely picked up, and it's wonderful to see. As always, basketball is usually a faster-paced game than, a sport like baseball. But, when the pace picks up like this, it starts to get really fun.
Absolutely. This is a very fun, entertaining game. The Lions will take it out on the inbounds play right in front of us. Anthony Bennett Jr. over to Jordan Myers. Myers has really been the glue to make this offense go so far here today. Anthony Bennett over to quickly with the jab step behind the back pass to Johnson. Johnson now controlling it, playing defended by Jones. And the pass is stolen in transition. Number 34 puts it down, and he's fouled in the act of shooting. That's a good foul there by number 22, Emmanuel Johnson. You make him work for those points. Don't give him the free layup. Number 34, Onell David, will go to the line for an opportunity at 2 foul shots.
Yep, exactly. You know what? Nothing is free in basketball. I mean, maybe except for obviously free throws. But you got to make them work for it, like you said, and they did a good job of doing that here.
Just under 5 minutes left. It's 29-23. Correction, now 30-23 as David, made good on his first foul shot attempt. Coach Teron Taylor has got to be proud with his team so far. They started off pretty slow. They've been able to work themselves back into this game and keep it competitive throughout this first half.
Yeah, they've done a good job of keeping it competitive, especially after Frederick's last showing where they blew out Chesapeake 94-78. So,
wow, like my dad would say, that's a bubba beating.
Yeah, they don't get much worse than that. I'll tell you that much right now.
Timeout taken on the floor. We'll keep it here. And it's now 31-23 after David made good on both of his foul shots. The Lions aren't down by much. They're only down by 8. How do they get back into this game, Byron?
Well, the first thing they got to do is make their free throws. They're struggling at the free throw line. They've had numerous attempts here from multiple guys to get to when they get to the free throw line. They've got to make those shots. And when you break the press like they've been doing, they've got to quickly get that ball in the bucket. There's once Frederick gets a chance to set their defense up, Dundalk seems to have a hard time of getting through their defense and getting shots. So those are two things that I think they're going to have to do to get back into this game.
It's very good insight right there, Byron. But as we all know, it's a lot easier said than done in basketball, isn't it?
You got that right. That's very true. And you know what? You wouldn't think it judging from Dundalk being only down by 8, but they're on a 3-game losing streak, and their last loss was a close one to Cecil College, where they lost 88-82. So you would think that they'd come in here a little more downtrodden because of such a close loss, but they're hanging in there right now against Frederick team, who, as I said, won in a landslide last game. So.
Now, we've seen earlier here in this CCBC Dundalk basketball season, we saw Mike White, guys like Mike White, Teray Quickly, and Anthony Bennett Jr. in the year-beginning tournament. These guys lit it up from 3 in one of those games. So these guys, this Lions team has the shooters to be able to get back into this game, so you can't count them out.
Oh, no, definitely not. And we're going to see if these shooters are going to come alive here as we get closer to the second half of this game.
Jordan Myers controlling the ball, running the point for the Lions. Once again, he takes the screen from Jenkins. Wanted to go back down low to Jenkins. Got it tipped away from him, but got it right back quickly for 3. Off the front of the iron, no good. Rebounded by Frederick. David now running the point. Some quick passing for Frederick. David controls it once again. He passes it over to Deshaun Bell, who passes it over to Rashard Lewis. Lewis over to David. Down low. David over to the big man, number 21, Jacob McIntosh. McIntosh no good with that jumper. Lions now control the ball. Myers controls the ball, awaits the play from the sidelines, gets the play. Not a lot of movement away from the ball right now. Finally, quickly screens, cuts over onto the corner. Quickly puts his back into somebody, tries to throw down low. Jenkins gets the ball, and it's a good call from the ref. Emmanuel Johnson moved his foot just a little bit too quickly there. He went to go take a step forward and then throw the pass, but he took that step before he threw the pass.
Yeah, a little case of happy feet there from Johnson there. I mean, he had a good thought there trying to drive it first, but like you said, he's got to make that decision quicker.
It's 31-23 with 3 minutes and 30 seconds left here in the first half. Rashard Lewis over the corner three. Frederick, no good, off the side of the rim. Rebounded by Mike White. Winfield back out to White. White now controlling the point. Gets the call from his head coach, Jerron Taylor. Taylor being defended by number 10, Deshaun Bell. Or White. White finally gives the ball up. Over to Myers. He gives it right back to White. Over to Winfield. Winfield back over to White. White pull up three. Good. Nothing but net. Mike White. 31-26 with 3 minutes left here in this one. Or in the first half, correction. David works himself through two defenders, absorbs the contact, puts the ball up. It's no good, but he's got an opportunity for 2 points the hard way with 2 foul shots.
Yep, and you know what? That was on that last possession there by Dundalk. White did a nice job of finding some space on the floor. Being a smaller guy on the court, it's got to be really difficult for him to get his shots. But when he does get his shots, he usually makes them count, as he did with that one.
Yeah, Mike White is a very talented three-point shooter. We said that during our last break in the action. We'd like to see him take a couple more of those foul shots. But he is a little bit of a streaky shooter. He's one of those guys, much like myself when I played. If you make the first one, it's a good day. If you're not, you may be in for a tough one.
Yeah, and you know what? If White can stay hot in this game, then you know what? Dundalk's going to be just fine.
So David's second foul shot is no good, but it's rebounded by the Lions. Anthony Bennett Jr. throws it over to his point guard, Mike White. It's 32-26 with just under 3 minutes left here in the first half. Mike White over Winfield in the corner. Winfield for three. It's good. 32-29 with 2 minutes and 30 seconds left. A great shot by Jaffa Winfield. Stolen in transition by White. The Lions have numbers. White tried to put it up in transition, but may have been blocked or he just lost control of it. Regardless, the Lions lose possession of the ball, and now Frederick is controlling it.
It looked to me like he just lost a handle on that there. It didn't look like it was blocked because of the way the ball spun off out of the air there.
Three-pointer, no good by Frederick. Rebounded by Teray quickly. Quickly moves it up to White. White moves it up to Winfield. Lions don't have numbers, but they do have the outside shooter, Anthony Bennett Jr. No good. It was off the front of the rim. Rebounded by Rashard Lewis. Oh, it's just under 2 minutes left here in the first half. 32-29. Let's see if one of these teams can break the scoring drought we've had over the past couple possessions. Tough pass there by Frederick. It's stolen by Kevin White. The Lions are moving. They don't have numbers. It's an even break. Now, finally, even numbers. Rodney Jones is not hustling down the other side of the court there.
You got to get back in the play and help your offense score here.
Yeah, they had an opportunity to have numbers, but they didn't. Frederick was quickly getting down the field. Winfield into the paint. Rodney Jones puts up the two-pointer, but he is our third invite to the block party. Oh, and a beautiful play there by Frederick's number 24, or 34, correction, Onel David. Oh, correction, I was right the first time. That was number 24, Jordan Dawson. He made a great play getting into the lane. He missed the layup, but Onel David was there for the rebound, and he was fouled in the act of shooting, so he'll go to the line for two.
A good job by David trailing the play and basically bailing out his teammate there who had a lay with him. It was a really nice layup attempt, by the way. But unfortunately for him, it didn't fall. But luckily, David's picking up his slack here.
David makes good on the first foul shot attempt. It's 33-29 with 1 minute and 1 second left here in the first half. Second foul shot attempt, no good. Quickly's there for the rebound. He's been a force on the glass here today for the Lions.
Yeah, and that's always a good thing to see, especially from a guy like Quickly, who doesn't grab a lot of boards, but when he does get them, they're usually big-time boards.
Mike White over to Winfield in the corner. Winfield misses the three-pointer. Now Frederick's coming through. They've got numbers. David passes it over to his big man, McIntosh, and puts it in for 2 easy points. Anthony Bennett Jr. answers with 2 points of his own in transition. It's 35-31 with 25 seconds left here in the first half. Frederick controls the ball. The double team came. It's quickly abandoned by the Lions. David controlling the ball. They're going to hold on for the last shot. But before then, Frederick's going to take a timeout. It's 35-31 with 10 minutes and 6 seconds left. 10.6 seconds left here in the first half. I'm a little rusty.
It's all right, man. We both are a little bit. You know what? That last possession there, Josiah Jones was open for 3, and you know what? He got lucky that Dundalk got lucky he didn't take that 3 because Bennett got over there and rotated very well.
Yeah, I was wondering myself why he didn't take that 3. We haven't seen much of Jones since he came in and scored 7 straight points off the bench. I thought he was going to be more of a spark plug for the Frederick bench. Let's see if maybe they draw a play up for him now with 10.6 seconds left here in the first half.
If it's me, that's what I would do. Sometimes you got to ride the hot hand and, feed the horses, so to speak.
Yeah, the problem is for the Lions, we got like 3 or 4 hot hands on Frederick right now. We got a bunch of guys making a lot of shots. Jones, David, and even Lewis has made his fair share of shots today as well.
Very true.
Jones over to Lewis for 3. He's off the front of the rim. Winfield won't even try to put up the Hail Mary shot. That's all she wrote here for the first half. It's 35-31. We'll be back in action right after this. Aaron Thomas, joined by the head coach of the men's CCBC Dundalk men's basketball team, Coach Deron Taylor. Coach Taylor, you spent most of that first half making the comeback. How do you complete the comeback in the second half?
I just told guys, we had 31 points on the offense, and just had some belief in themselves, trusting us, continue to trust in their teammates. We're making some pretty good passes and sharing the ball, but guys haven't been stepping up and knocking down shots. And then on the defensive end, just trying to limit them to one possession. They've been hitting the offensive boards pretty hard on us, and we haven't committed to boxing out in the first half. Hopefully we'll turn that corner and do things a little differently in the second half.
Now, offensively speaking, Brandon Myers seemed to be the go-to point guard here in the first half. Do you see him and Mike White playing more of a role together in the second half, or do you think Myers will take over the point guard role?
Well, I think we'll definitely they both share the responsibility. Jordan, he can handle a little bit for us. We don't play him there primarily, but it's definitely a good option for us to have because they both can shoot it a little bit. We can slide Mike off the ball, even though his size, you're going to think he'll be off the ball, but we can definitely take him off the ball and then space the floor that way as well. So when they're out there together, it doesn't really – we don't have a – Mike, you have to have the ball, or Jordan, you have to have the ball. They both can play with each other. So, it usually works out well for us.
Well, it's been a very, very entertaining game so far. I'm looking forward to the second half. Thank you for your time, Coach. Thank you. We'll be back with the second half action right after this. And we're back here. Second half action is just underway from the Lions' Den. The CCBC Dundalk Lions are taking on the Frederick Cougars. It's 35-31. Anthony Bennett Jr. is taking the inbounds play right in front of us. Mike White, he's controlling the ball. I spoke to Coach Deron Taylor at the halftime. He said he expects Mike White and Brandon Myers to play a lot more action together, as they were really the focal point of the offense here in the first half.
They really were, and Jordan Myers led the team in scoring with 11 points rather, and Dante Winfield with 9. So those are also two more of your guys who you're going to want to see more of on the floor if you're Deron Taylor.
Frederick now controlling the ball. Throws it down to big man, number 22, Shane Deckless. I think Deckless thought he had an easy dunk right there, but nice defense as they're going to make Shane Deckless go to the line and earn his 2 points the old-fashioned way. It's 35-31. Shane's got an opportunity to extend that lead by 2 points.
Yeah, and you know what? I think when you're that close, though, you should make that more times than not. But like I said, give credit to the defense there for giving that good hard foul and making run the points to the line.
I tend to agree with you, but I tend to think anybody over 6'2" should be dunking the ball. But that's just me. I'm not an athlete. There's a reason why I'm on the other side of the mic.
If we could dunk, we'd probably be playing right now.
Or at least trying.
Yeah.
Shane Deckless makes good on both foul shots there. It's now 37-31, just over 19 minutes left here in the second half. Myers controls the ball. Myers gets it out to White. And they're going to call the foul before the pass, not in the act of shooting. So Myers will take the ball out for the inbounds play. It's now 37-31, like I said, with just over 19 minutes left here in this game. The inbounds thrown into Quickly, throws it over to White. Jab step, pass over to Bennett Jr. for three. It's off the rim, rebounded by White. It's a long rebound for the Lions. Myers, pull up, thought he was going to shoot the jumper, but he passed it down low. Quickly got the board and the basket, but they're going to whistle him for the offensive foul. The charge is awarded to Quickly, or given to Quickly.
I don't see how you could take a charge in the air, but
it's an interesting call there. I thought he was in the restricted area, but there was a lot of bodies there, so it was covering my view. Regardless, the Stripes saw it a different way, and Frederick's going to control the ball. Rashard Lewis with the pass. Over to Bell. Anthony Bennett Jr. gets his hand in the passing lane. He's got numbers. The Lions. In the transition, Anthony Bennett Jr. put the shot up. He was fouled in the act of shooting, so he'll go to the line for an opportunity at 2 points. It's 37-31. Let's see if Anthony Bennett Jr. can cut into this lead, but before I send it over to my broadcast partner, Byron, it looks like number 33, Josiah Jones, will be checking into the game for Frederick.
And Jones checking into the game now, like you said, for Frederick, and he was one of the hot hands for them coming off the bench and scoring 7 points pretty much immediately. So he's going to be one of those key guys for Frederick to try to get them going here in the second half, as they've struggled to score so far, but that's been good defense on Dundalk's part.
Anthony Bennett Jr. makes good on the first foul shot, misses the second, so it's 37-32, 18 minutes and 30 seconds left. Nice press there by Lions. Frederick finally gets through it. David with the pass, down low to his big man, Desalis. And they're going to call the foul. Maybe spoke a little too soon, as we're going to get a little discussion.
One called to travel. I don't know what the other one called, but I saw the one ref over here to our left called the traveling on Frederick, but
foul on number 2, Cameron Hutchings of the Lions. So Frederick will retain possession of this ball, and an odd turn of events there, and an even odder turn of events as they throw the ball right out of bounds.
Yep, and the fan there didn't need make an effort. He was like, I'm going to hit my knee, it's fine. Took it like a champ, boss.
Lions now have control of the ball after that screwy couple of possessions there by Frederick. Regardless, Mike White now controls the ball. He's running the point for the Lions, passes it over to Myers. Myers with the jab step, now dribbles right at his defender, passes it over to White. White thought about the three, decides to pull back. White passes it over to Bennett Jr., passes it down to Quickly, and it's tipped out of bounds. Direction arrow will stay in favor of the Lions, so they will keep possession of the ball. Jordan Myers will go underneath the basket for the inbounds play. Myers down low to Quickly. Quickly takes the shot. He's fouled in the act of shooting, and he'll go to the line for 2 points. 37-32 with 18 minutes left here in this one. Let's see if Quickly can cut into this lead just a bit.
It was a very It's a very nice job to quickly get that shot up too.
See what you did there. Nice little name pun.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of puns, man.
Quickly, he missed the first foul shot attempt. The second's coming underway. Quickly makes good on the second foul shot. It's now 37-33. And if the Lions could make good on all these foul shots, we'd have a much different game. It seems like. And a great defensive effort there by Mike White to force the jump ball. Sadly, the possession arrow was pointed in the favor of the Frederick Cougars, so it'll stay with them, but a great defensive play there by Mike White.
Oh, yeah, and it almost turned it looked to me like it was they were going to call it travel instead of the jump ball. It looked like he shoved his feet before White even got his hands on the ball, but luckily for Frederick, they're going to retain possession of the ball here and try to get some points on the board.
Jones now controls the ball, picks up his dribble, passes it over to Lewis. Lewis passes it over to David. Nice defense by Anthony Bennett Jr. to get a hand on that pass. Down low. Oh, and the missed dunk opportunity by Desalis. Looks like his eyes were a little bigger than his stomach there. Couldn't finish that play.
Yeah, definitely. But, sometimes I guess being tall has disadvantages. I guess you couldn't have got all the height you wanted to throw that down properly.
I think we're going to see another dunk opportunity by the end of the game by Desalis. He looks like he's fired up after that missed dunk. Mike White is going to continue to fire up this Lions crowd as he makes it a 1-point game with a beautiful three-pointer off the pick play. It's 37-36, 17 minutes and 13 seconds. It's the closest we've had, as close as this game's been since the start of the game.
Yeah, and you know what? It's really nice to see. And Dundalk's doing a really good job here in the second half of shutting down the Cougar offense. I don't think they've scored besides the 2 free throws. And that's, a good thing if you're the Lions and Coach Taylor. You want to see them come with that intensity and the, stuff and the good defense that they've played so far. So hopefully they can keep that going as the game goes on.
I think they may be able to. What I alluded to earlier here in this second half, I did speak with Coach Teron Taylor at the halftime. He did expect Brandon Myers and Mike White to play a lot together, and Mike, he hit his first three-pointer opportunity that he had, and he hit his second right there on the last possession. So I think we're going to see a couple more three-pointers from Mike White here in the last 17 minutes of this game.
Oh, you're definitely going to see a few more. And I mean, really, Dundalk has shot a lot of threes tonight, and they've done really well at making them when they have to. I mean, Bennett has 1, Winfield has 1, White has 2. So, that spells good things for Dundalk.
Frederick now controls the ball. Number 34, O'Neill David, throws it down low to Lewis. He throws it right back to David. David over in the corner to Jones. Jones picks up his dribble, now needs to find somewhere to pass to. Finally passes it to David. David spins off his man, throws it to the big man, down low, number 22, Shane Desalis. Winfield with the nice pass over to Anthony Bennett Jr., who passes it right back to Myers, and it's no good off the front of the iron. Rebounded by the Lions. And that's a good possession there by the Lions. They got the easy shot by Myers. It was no good, but they run down the loose ball and get their own miss.
They're doing a really good job of moving the ball and getting the easy shots like the one we just saw there from Myers at last possession.
Mike White, I thought he was going to blow the roof off this place with another 3, but that's in and out. It's 36-39. David.
Definitely thought he had another one right there.
David controlling the ball. A lot of movement away from the ball right now for Frederick, and an ill-advised pass by Dawson. Quickly now running. He doesn't have numbers, but he makes good with it anyway. 2 points, and he'll go to the line for an opportunity at 3. What a play. He's now got an opportunity to tie this game up at 39-all.
Grown man move right there from Quickly, using his bigger body and really just, taking advantage of that and doing a really nice job of getting that layup to go. And we got a big free throw coming up here, so let's see if he can make it hurt some more.
Yeah, really impressive play there by Quickly as he split the 2 defenders fought through the contact and put it in for 2 points, and he makes good on the foul shot attempt. It's a now 39 all with just under 16 minutes left here in this one. We've got a great game.
Yeah, we do. And, quickly there, he almost lulled them to sleep there. It wasn't all that fast with that bucket there, but.
And that's how you draw it up there, folks. Onell David with a great play to get into the middle of the paint, jump it off to his big man who was down low waiting for the easy 2 points. Quickly works his way into the lane again, and he's fouled in the act of shooting once again. Big man, number 22, Shane Decalis, didn't look too happy with that foul call. This could be a tough one for a big guy like that. It's got to be tough to move your feet and get into position when you're going up against the probably more athletic and smaller Teray Quickly.
Yeah, it's definitely tougher. You don't have as much of a legs of quickness as you would like to have going up against a guy like Quickly, but he did his job. He got the foul and making him earn his points at the line.
Quickly made good on his first foul shot attempt. The second one is coming underway. It's 41-40 right now. Quickly makes it 41 all. 41 all, 15 minutes and 33 seconds left here in this one. David controlling the ball and running the point right now for Frederick. Pushes it up to number 35, Kenneth Jenkins, over to Jones. Jones, quick release on the three. It's good. What a beautiful play by Jones and an even prettier shot. Frederick now up by 3, 44-41.
It was a very dangerous cross-court pass, in my opinion, from corner to corner. But luckily, Jones was there and has that quick release to get that three to go and give his team some momentum here.
Mike White thought about the pull-up three, decided to pass it over to Myers. Myers works his way into the lane, and they're going to call a traveling. I think that was the right call by the refs. Myers looked like he took maybe one extra step before he was fouled. Regardless, I think it's a good possession by the Lions. Work your way into the lane, try to get the fouls, and try to get to the line and shoot some foul shots. They've done that quite a bit in the second half, and it's gotten them back into this game.
Yep, that's exactly what you want to do.
Nice play by number 21, Jacob McIntosh. Had the fading jumper on the block, was no good. He got his own rebound, and he put it in for 2 points. It's now 46-41 with 14 minutes and 30 seconds left here in this one.
Yeah, he may have gotten away with an over the back there, but doesn't matter because the shot went in.
Myers with an open three. Looked like he faded just a little bit. Maybe wasn't as necessary as he thought it was, and that may have altered his shot just a bit as he just missed the three-point opportunity. McIntosh with another easy 2 points down low. That's 4 straight points for the big man.
And you know what? Right now, McIntosh is doing his thing down in the post. Dundalk doesn't have any height right now, so you want to get him the ball, get him those easy buckets.
And a sloppy possession there from the Lions. And I said I wanted at least one call, and I'm going to get it. It's a 5-star slamma jamma by number 21, Jacob McIntosh. That's 6 straight points for the big man off the bench. Before that transition, though, very sloppy possession for the Lions as there was a dribble handoff from Winfield over to Bennett, but one of them fell down, and it was a turnover in transition. McIntosh was able to get the 2 points in the dunk.
Yeah, and you know what? I hope that doesn't become a problem here for Dundalk, because they did a really nice job starting the second half of play, coming out and holding the Cougars to just those 2 free throw points. But since then, we've seen Frederick go on a bit of a run here, and it's all thanks to the big guy, number 21, Jacob McIntosh. He's doing his thing in the post.
Should they feed him more?
You know what? I think that's actually a really good idea. Like you said, he's got, 6 straight points now?
I think McIntosh just said, wake up, it's feeding time.
Hey. You may as well have, you know what? You may as well get your food while you can, big guy.
It's always fun here at the CCBC Dundalk Arena. Fans, if you've ever been here, you got to get yourself out here to a Lions game. It's always entertaining. It's always great fun here at CCBC Dundalk. The whistle has blown. That's the end of the timeout. The Lions are taking the field. Frederick will be taking the field right after that, or taking the court right after them. It's 50-41. Seems like this game has kind of gotten a hand pretty quickly here as the Lions looked like they had tied it up at one point. Now they're down by 9 once again.
Yeah, and you know what? That really goes to show how the Dundalk offense, like I said, they started off good, but since then they haven't done a lot, and their defense hasn't done them any favors as well.
And, Frederick Cougars not really running much of a press there at all as Mike White is able to get through it. White, fancy dribbling, passes it off to Winfield. Winfield looking for something. Movement away from the ball by Anthony Bennett Jr. Jr. screens over to White in the corner. No good off the front of the iron. The rebound's had by McIntosh. Frederick now running in numbers, and a nice little move by number 12, Morris Robinson, for the scoop layup, 2 points. 52-51. It's now an 11-point game.
Yeah, getting himself on the board there, Marcus Robinson did. He had the one free throw basket earlier, but since then, he's been ice cold till now.
Jordan Myers, pass over to Quickly. Quickly thought about the shot, decides to pass it over to White. White with the jab step, pass over to Quickly. Quickly, jumper, and he makes the man fall down. Oh, my goodness. Can't make good on the jumper, but oof. It was a beautiful play nonetheless.
Can't do all that work quickly and not make the shot. You had a highlight play there. Got to make that shot though for it to go on SportsCenter, man.
You know, I send my condolences over to number 33, Josiah Jones. I've fallen more times than I've made baskets in a game, so don't worry, young man. It happens to the best of us.
Hopefully it doesn't shatter his confidence too much when he goes on the offensive side of the ball now, because he's been hot for Frederick.
Hey, look, if Brandon Knight can still play in the league, that man's been brutalized more than anybody in professional sports.
That's a very good point there, my friend.
Regardless, Jordan Myers is at the foul line. He makes good on his first foul shot attempt, the second one coming up. Oh, he makes good on both foul shots. It's now 52-43, 12 minutes and 38 seconds left here in this one. Morris, nice dribbling. Jones in the corner for three, no good. He definitely, I think there was a little bit of redemption on his mind on that three-pointer. Play over in the corner. What's the call going to be? It looked like he was trapped. Mike White was trapped for a second. I thought he was able to throw it off the Frederick Cougars defender, and looks like the Lions saw it the same way, or the Stripes saw it the same way.
Yeah, that was a very smart play there for White there, knowing you're trapped in that corner and really don't have much of an option. Being such a short guy, may as well try to get it off one of their legs.
Now we've got another discussion here at half court. I tell you, I've never seen so many discussions at half court in a game. I guess it's a good thing because the refs want to get the call right. They want to make the right call, but definitely does slow down the game, slows down the momentum of the game that either team does have. But you want to get the call right at the end of the day.
Yeah, you definitely want to get the call right, and if you have to sacrifice momentum for both teams to get the call right, that's what you have to do.
Well, it looks like the final verdict has been reached, and it looks like it went off the Frederick Cougars defender, and the Lions will have the ball in the inbounds. Mike White is controlling the ball. Pass over to Emmanuel Johnson. Johnson over to Bennett Jr. Over to Mike White, being defended by Jones. Emmanuel Johnson now has the ball in the corner. Down to Myers on the block. Myers down low to Quickly, and he puts it in for the easy 2 points. That's a great move by Myers to free himself up to get enough space to make that pass on the block. Beautiful play. And another beautiful play by the Cougars, and a five-star slamma-jamma by McIntosh. Oh, what a play. That's how basketball is played, young men and ladies. Morris Robinson splits to two defenders, gets himself into the lane, passes it off to the big man McIntosh, who slams it home for 2 points. It's basketball at its finest, isn't it?
The last two possessions we just saw, those were exhibitions on how you want to move the ball as a team. Over here for Dundalk, Quickly made a nice cut to the hoop to get that easy layup, and down here on the Fredericks end, that cut by McIntosh and the pass from Robinson was so pretty.
Emmanuel Johnson tried to find his cutting teammate Anthony Bennett Jr. the pass as he was coming across the paint, but the Frederick Cougars player got his hand on the ball and slapped it away, but they're going to say he got too much hand and not enough ball on that slap. So Anthony Bennett Jr. will go to the line for some foul shots.
And you know what? I just realized that Frederick has 17 fouls.
They're in the 1-and-1, but Anthony Bennett Jr. can't make him pay as he misses the first. He won't get another opportunity. It's 54-45 with 11 minutes and 30 seconds left here in this one. Jones Dribble handoff to Dawson. Dawson over in the corner to Morris. Morris up, under, and he's fouled in the act of shooting. Oh, correction. They're going to say he stepped on the blue line before he even got up in the air. So that's a turnover by Frederick. Lions now have possession of the ball.
And they've got to be careful here because Frederick's bringing a semi-press, but not really. I guess not. But anyway, got to be careful to take care of the ball.
Interesting defensive game plan from Frederick as the press wasn't working here earlier in the game, and they kept going to it. Mike White with the three-pointer, a beautiful pass, cross court over to the little man, Mike White. He puts up the 3 points. That's 9 points off three-pointers for Mike White.
Done a really good job of, like I said, finding his shots, and he's a smaller guy, as I said, so it's really difficult for him to get his shots. You got to give him some more space than you would, but if you're Frederick, you got to start getting a hand in his face and cutting off that space.
Dawson with a beautiful pass down low to the big man, McIntosh, who puts it up for 2 easy points. McIntosh has really been dominant coming off the bench here. Well, he was a starter here in this game, but you saw some of his minutes dwindled in the late first half, but he has been on fire in the second half. Speaking of on fire, that was a beautiful basket by Jordan Myers.
It really, really was. And we've seen some really good basketball here in these last few minutes. Frederick's lead is only 6 now, but both teams are really doing a good job of getting their offenses to click here.
Absolutely. It's been much more of an offensive second half than it was in the first half. I thought we saw much more of a defensive, chippy first half here in the second half. The basket maybe getting a little bigger, maybe the ball's getting a little smaller. Whatever it is, it seems to be working for both teams. It's 56-50. The Lions, the way they're shooting the three, they're definitely not out of this game.
They're definitely not out of it at all. And you know what? If Mike White can keep shooting the way he is now, Dundalk's definitely going to be in this game for the long haul as these 10 minutes, 21 seconds, dwindle down into the later stages of the game.
Morris, or Robinson, correction, now controlling the ball, throws it over to Dawson. Dawson with the jab step, works his way into the lane, works past the defender, puts the shot up. It's no good, but who's there for the rebound? No surprise here, McIntosh. That's another 2 points for the big man from the Frederick Cougars.
Dundalk's going to need to get somebody to put a body on McIntosh. He's eating them up inside. It's refreshing to see if you're a big man, but, they need some height.
Yeah, I thought it was very, very interesting. I think it's still very interesting that we haven't seen Cody Jenkins check into the game here in the second half. Jenkins seems to be the enforcer, go-to guy, maybe not the best athlete down low, but I do think he may be able to body McIntosh up, make him work for those points. Because McIntosh is getting what he wants, and he's making good with it.
Yep, and that's a problem if you're Dundalk. You want to deny those baskets if at all possible.
Absolutely. Well, regardless, Anthony Bennett Jr. is on the line. He's shooting some foul shots. He made good on his first one. He's on the 1-and-1, so he'll get a second foul shot. And off the front of the rim, McIntosh with another rebound.
Yeah, Bennett Jr. is 2 for 6 now from the line after that missed free throw. So he's not shooting it from the free throw line really well, but regardless, they're still really in this game.
And you could see the frustration on Anthony Bennett Jr.'s face after he missed that last foul shot. But he was there for the steal on that Frederick possession. White for the pull-up three, no good. Rebounded by Robinson. Robinson tried with the pass, but Mike White got a hand on it and stole it quickly. He tried to pass it over to White, but it was stolen by Dawson. Great defensive play by both teams here over the last couple possessions.
Really, really great defensive possession there to stop that fast break and get a steal of your own. And hopefully Frederick can get going here, or keep it going, rather.
McIntosh flashes from the low post, got the ball at the three-point line, but they called the travel on number 35, Kenneth Jenkins, before he got the pass off. So that play won't count, and possession will go back into the favor of the Lions. It's 58-51 with just under 9 minutes left here to play in this one.
Can't afford many mental lapses here at this point if you're Frederick. With Dundalk slowly creeping their way back into the game and shooting the way they are from three-point land, you've got to cut down on the mental mistakes.
Mike White with the ball, pass over to Myers for three. Good in the corner, 58-54. 8 minutes and 30 seconds left in this one. Myers, he's been the spark plug for this Lions offense all game long. Let's see if he continues his hot streak late in the second half.
And you know what? He didn't have a 3 in the first half, but he finally got his first one to go here in the second half of play, and he's got to keep that going.
Well, it doesn't matter how well Myers plays. If they can't figure out a way to stop number 21, Jacob McIntosh, this is going to be a long 8 minutes for the Lions. The Frederick Cougars big man is dominating down low.
Yeah, he's becoming enemy number 1 here for Dundalk and priority number 1 for Frederick.
Oh, Myers, welcome to the block party, young man. That's our 4th invite today. McIntosh, he's doing it all here.
2 more for us, please.
Yeah, if you could send a ginger ale my way, I would greatly appreciate it. Jones over in the corner, takes the pick from Dawson. Jones up in the air, passes over. Robinson tries the dribble drive. Finally gets it over to Dawson. McIntosh, another 2 points. Man, I sound like a broken record, don't I? It's another 2 points for the Frederick big man.
He is stuffing my stat sheet with 2-pointers right now. I don't have any more room on my sheet for him if he keeps scoring the way he is.
Myers with a beautiful play to get into the lane and fade back for the beautiful 2 points. 62-56, 7 minutes left here in this one. Timeout on the floor. We'll keep it here. Before we talk about what they're going to discuss in this timeout, just a quick thing. Number 34, Cody Jenkins, and number 12, Dante Jafai Winfield will check into the game after this timeout for the Lions. What do you think that'll do for them offensively and defensively?
Well, on the defensive side, Cody Jenkins, he's going to have to slow down Jacob McIntosh because this dude, like I said, he's stuffing my stat sheet over here. I'm running out of room. I can't keep doing this. If it doesn't work, it's gonna be a problem. But on the offensive side of the ball, Jenkins is that guy who, like you said, is the enforcer. You're gonna want to get him to screen off the other guys and free up teammates for open looks, preferably open threes, because we've seen Dundalk take some really good 3-point shots, and they've gotten the majority of them to fall here in the second half.
And Dante Jaffa Winfield, he was the second leading scorer in the first half for the Lions. He had 9 points, only 2 points behind the leading scorer, number 5, Jordan Myers. So that's a 1-2-3 punch between Myers, White, and Winfield. Maybe that'll be enough scoring to get them back into this game, as the Lions have really flirted with the lead all game here. They've had it tied up at multiple points. They've had it down by 1, down by 2, down by 3. They just need to man up, play some hard defense, make the foul shots, make their open shots, and take the lead and never look back.
Yeah, I think if they can get over that hump and take the lead, then I think that will give them the momentum and the fire they need to keep it and hopefully ride it out to victory tonight.
Absolutely. We've been saying it all game long. The way Mike White and the way Brandon Myers and the rest of this Lions offensive team can shoot the 3, they're never out of a game, really. So there's a lot of time left here, just under 7 minutes, and it's a 62-56 ball game. Let's see what the last 6 minutes and 50 seconds has in store for us. Robinson over on the far side of the field, on the court. Robinson over, Dawson, jumper, no good, off the iron. He gets his own rebound. He puts it up off the glass for 2 points. Great hustle there by Dawson as he was able to get his own miss and put it in for 2 points.
That's why you follow your shot, kids. Make sure you always follow your shot. If you do, good things will happen, and it happened to Jordan Dawson that possession.
We've seen some really good fundamental basketball here so far. Some good fundamental basketball in that possession by the Lions as Brandon Myers got the open three-pointer, just couldn't make good on the shot. Jones over to Dawson, who finds Lewis. Lewis with the jab step, throws down to Dawson. Dawson can't make the foul shot, but he will go to the line, as they're going to say either Jenkins was in the restricted area or he had his feet moving still. So they're gonna give Cody Jenkins the charge call, and Dawson will go to the line for 2 points, for 2 foul shots.
I would like to have seen a no call on that one. I mean, I get it. He fell to the floor. It was a hard contact there, but personally, I'd rather seen a no call and keep it moving here.
Jordan Dawson, first foul shot is good. 66-56. 6 minutes left here in this one. Dawson's second foul shot coming underway. He misses the second one, so it's 1 for 1 from the line that time for the Frederick Cougars guard. Mike White's controlling the ball. Just under 6 minutes left here in this one. White looking for something. Finally, dribble handoff to Myers, who hands it off to Quickly. He hands it off to White. Right back to Myers. Myers gets his way into the lane and puts it up for 2. Nice defensive effort by Jacob McIntosh, but Myers puts it in for 2 points.
Dundalk really likes those dribble handoffs. I was waiting for them to kick it back out for a 3 attempt, but it was a good thing they didn't because they got that easy layup there for Myers.
McIntosh with maybe an ill-advised pass attempt there as he tried the hard pass down low to his teammate, and it bounced off of his hands and out of bounds. The Lions will control the ball. 5 minutes and 25 seconds left with 65-58 here at the Lions Den. Mike White is controlling the ball, calls out the play. Brandon Myers moving away from the ball, finally gets the ball. Jab step, drives up at the baseline, tries to go down to a cutting teammate quickly, but the ball is stolen by Rashard Lewis.
Lewis was there that whole time. I saw him all the way, but apparently he didn't see him, and that's why it was a turnover there.
Nice defensive effort by Cody Jenkins as he takes the punishment down low, but he doesn't budge as he made that a really, really tough shot for Dawson down low. And he's rewarded with the missed shot. T-Ray Quickly came up with the rebound, and he was rewarded with the foul. So Quickly will go to the foul line with an opportunity at 2 points. The Lions are still in the 1-1 at 65-58 with 4 minutes and 54 seconds left here in this one.
And see, now that you're in the 1-1 in such a close game, now you really need to make your free throws count because every time you get fouled, you're going to go to the line for 2 possible shots.
Second foul shot is good, so it's now 65-60 with 4 minutes and 50 seconds left in this one. Morris Robinson running the point right now, throws it over to Jones. Jones thought about the shot, puts the ball down on the floor, passes it over to Dawson, passes it over to Lewis. Lewis over to Robinson. Robinson, fancy dribbling, gets past his defender in the lane, and he's fouled in the act of shooting. I believe that foul is going to be on number 20 or number 12, Dante Jaffa Winfield. Oh, correction. They're going to give the call to number 34, Cody Jenkins. He looks like he's either coming out or just getting a little pep talk from his head coach, Coach Jerron Taylor.
Yeah, and I thought that was the right call there. Cody looked like he gave a bit of a shove while Robinson was in the air there, and it was a good foul call there by the refs.
Obvious contact there on that shot attempt, and Morris Robinson makes good on his first foul shot attempt. It's now 66-60 with just under 4 minutes and 30 seconds left here in this one. So the game's not over, but it's definitely going to be a tough road from here on out for the Lions if they want to get back into this game and come out on top.
It definitely will be. And notice we've got another tall player on the floor for Frederick. That's DeSilas. He's back on the floor. So
let's see if he has some of the same success that McIntosh had when he was on the floor. Mike White's controlling the ball, passes it over to Myers. Myers fakes the pass over to Quickly. Finally does pass over to Quickly. Quickly makes a nice move, but, man, that ball touched every part of the rim except the part he needed it to, and that's the bottom. Myers with a beautiful play to absorb the contact and put it in for one. The glass was open on that play, and he cashed that check for 2 points. He's got an opportunity to get 3 points the old-fashioned way. 67-62 with 4 minutes left here in this one.
That was a big-time layup there for Myers. Did his job, absorb the contact, nothing to go to the line for the one extra point. And DeSilas was clearly frustrated with that foul call. You saw him talking to the ref there as if say, I have my hands up. Why is it a foul? Where I saw it otherwise.
They realized that was a viable rebuttal to the ref. My hands are up. Rashard Lewis passes it over to Jones. Jones is controlling the ball. Nice little move by Jones to get past his defender with the crossover and puts it in off the glass for 2 points. That's Jones's first 2 points in the second half, if I'm not mistaken.
You are correct there, my friend. And you know what? It goes to show that, he's not just a three-point shooter. He can get inside and score, but he needs help to do it.
Coach Taylor was very disappointed from that offensive possession there by Mike White. White got himself into a good position and just looked like he lost control of the ball, and the ball floated harmlessly out of bounds, and possession arrow is in the favor of the Cougars. Jones with a beautiful shot, man. He's got a quick release on that three-point shot. Gotta be in the pocket of Jones at all times if you're a Lions defender, because he can burn you at any time.
Yeah, definitely. He has a quick release, sort of like a Ray Allen type of quick release there. It's nice to see.
I think that's the greatest compliment that young man's ever had in his life. Regardless, Jones is now playing defense on Mike White. He gets the screen from Winfield. He throws it over to Quickly. Quickly with a nice spin move, gets himself into the lane, but a block by McIntosh. But the rebound was had by Quickly. They're going to count that basket? Oh, yep, they're going to count the basket. A beautiful play there by the Lions. Looked like McIntosh got the clean block, but Jaffa Winfield was able to get the rebound and put it in for 2 points, and he's got an opportunity for 3 points here with that foul shot, and it's good. It's now 69-66 with just under 3 minutes left. 3-point game. This is anybody's ball game.
Game's getting really intense here. The last 3 minutes are going to be very exciting.
Nice press by the Lions. It took some time for the Cougars to beat it, but they finally do, and Lewis with a nice drive on the far baseline, and he's fouled in the act of shooting. He'll go to the line with an opportunity to make this a 5-point game. It's 69-66 with 2 minutes and 44 seconds left.
And you know what? Lewis had Jones open in the corner there for three. Unfortunately, well, I guess a good thing he didn't pass it to him in that part, because that would have been a really tough pass to make.
Yeah, this is going to be an interesting game here down the stretch. Neither team has really been that dominant offensively. There's been stretches by both teams. Neither team has really hit all their foul shots either. So I think this is really anybody's ball game right now.
Oh, yeah, I think it definitely is anyone's ball game. And basketball is a game of runs, really. And if you can go on a bigger run than the other team, especially in the late stages of a game like this, you're going to walk out here with the win.
Mike White over to Winfield. Winfield finally puts the ball down on the floor. Crossover, pullback, jumper, no good. It's rebounded by Jones. 2 minutes and 20 seconds left here, and the Lions are down by 4. They're going to have to make something happen and then make it happen quickly.
Yeah, it wasn't a very good shot there from Winfield. He had two guys on him when he went to step back and take that jumper. Probably could have found it to me for a better look.
Jones, I thought he was going to pull that trigger as soon as he got the ball. But didn't. He decided to pass it off to Lewis and maybe should have taken the shot as Lewis dribbles it off of his foot and out of bounds. It's 70-66 with 2 minutes left here in this one. I feel like a broken record, but the Lions are still in this one.
Still in it. You know what? They're fighting, and that's what's important.
Mike White controlling the ball. They've got to get something done offensively here. They need a basket.
Definitely need one. I would go to Mike White or Quickly here in this situation.
Quickly dribbling right at his defender. Over to Myers. Myers dribbles out. Dribble handoff to Mike White. No, he dribbles it over and passes it over to Anthony Bennett Jr. No good, but Winfield's there for the rebound, and he can't hit it. Oh, he had the gimme opportunity. Luckily for him, he got his own rebound, and the shot clock resets. Mike White on for 2, and a nice play by the little man. Mike White, 70-68, 1 minute and 25 seconds left. It's a 2-point game. See what they can do defensively. McIntosh, 2 points and the foul. Man, McIntosh, was the one they built this lead around, and he's really the one that's going to preserve the lead here for the Lions, or for the Cougars, correction. McIntosh, he took the ball down low there, put it in for 2 points. He's got an opportunity for 3 points.
I realized what would help if I actually put tallies on my sheet of all these lines here. There's 4 tallies and a dash is 5. That would have helped me a lot, but it's all right. Making it work over here.
So what he's saying is McIntosh has got a lot of points.
Basically.
McIntosh, he's really dominated this second half of action here. 73-68, now a 5-point game. You know, it's not over, but I'm pretty sure the fat lady's in the wings warming up her pipes.
Yeah, she's getting ready to, but I think it's gonna come down to the last few seconds of this game. I really do. Just the way everything's been going here, it's like it's been really back and forth. No one team has had the momentum for too long of a time, and it's really important in a game like this. But you know, Dundalk, when they get to the free throw line, as we get to late stages of this game, it's gonna be important for them to make the free throws count. You know, you got Quickly's made 7 free throws, correction. And, you know, he's been a big part of why this lead is where it is. Why the lead is where it is for Frederick. So they've got to keep chipping away at the lead, and they'll get back into it.
Absolutely. I mean, we've said it all game long. I mean, with the shooters and the amount of scoring that the Lions had, they're not out of this game. They were able, when they were down by double digits at one point, they were able to fight back, tie this game up, make it a really entertaining and exciting and intense game. So they're 1 3-pointer away from this being a 2-point game. So definitely not out. It's just going to be tough. They're going to have to tighten up defensively. They can't let McIntosh get the easy points down low.
Exactly.
Really, that last basket by McIntosh was his most contested basket he's had all game. Most of the points he's had were off gimmies.
Yeah, because that last basket he had, like, it's most contested because it hung up there on that left side of the rim for a good bit before it eventually went in. So it almost didn't fall, but luckily for him and Frederick, it did, and he got that free throw as well.
When they say it wasn't legally contested, obviously, since he was fouled. But regardless, Winfield now controls the ball, passes over to Myers. Myers over to Bennett. Bennett Jr. in the lane for 2. No good. Man, the bank was closed on that, and the check was bounced off the back of the glass. No good, but the possession error will stay in favor for the Lions. So let's see what Myers can do. Myers puts the ball down low to Quickly, and they're going to say he was fouled in the act of shooting. I got nervous a little bit. It looked like he called that whistle the minute Quickly touched the ball. I thought they were going to call it offensive, as Quickly definitely pushed his body around to get better position down low, but the call is going to go against the Cougars. So the Lions now have 2 foul shots. Quickly makes good on the first. Now is an opportunity to make this a 3-point game.
Yep, this is a big-time free throw for Quickly. And, I mean, all game he's done a marvelous job from the free throw line. And it's going to put this one down as well. I jinxed it.
It's that broadcaster's curse, man. We shouldn't have said anything because Quickly misses the second foul shot attempt. It's now 73-69 with just under a minute left. Rashard Lewis is calling out the play for the Cougars. Jones controls, passes it over to Lewis. They're going to take as much time as they can off this clock. It's about 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Robinson, spin move in the lane, no good. Rebounded by Myers. Myers has to push, dribbles behind his back, puts it up, no good, gets his own rebound. He's looking for somebody to pass to. He finally passes it out to Mike White. The Lions got to get something going right now. It's 20 seconds left.
It's taking too long.
Myers for 3. Good! What a shot! Brandon Myers, what a shot. He's got ice water in his veins. It's a 1-point game. 73-72. 18 seconds left in this one. And I said it earlier, but I got to say it again. Mama, there goes that man. You can't leave him open. He's been dominating this game offensively for the Lions.
That was absolutely deadly right there. That was an amazing shot by Myers. I thought they were taking a little too long to get the shot up, but you know what? It actually worked out in their favor because now it's only 1-point game. That makes it a lot easier for Dundalk to do what they need to do. You get a steal, you get a shot off, you play good defense. That's it, man.
Yeah, you definitely go for the quick steal. If you don't get the steal, you foul right away.
Immediately, yes.
The Lions are only in the 1-and-1, so they would have to make both foul shots to make, or they'd only be awarded at least 1 foul shot. So they'd have to make their first foul shot to make it a 3-point game. So that's a big shot. That's about as clutch of a shot as you can get in that situation if you're Brandon Myers. And you saw the emotion on that young man's face after he hit the three. I don't know who was more excited, him or me.
Well, if I had to pick one, and I'm biased here, I'm probably going to say you.
I think so. Let's see if Brandon if he's got a flair for the dramatic and he can put together another big basket here. Lions running the press. They're going to look for the quick steal. If they can't, they're going to go for the foul.
They need the foul now.
Robinson got past McIntosh. Wow, what a play by Jacob McIntosh. That may be one of the biggest plays you see all year long. Wow.
That was really, really impressive. Quick offense there from Frederick, something we haven't seen much of today. But, in my opinion, you got to, give some flack to Dundalk as well because nobody fouled. I don't understand why there wasn't a foul immediately after that steal. Go hug the guy.
The minute he gets past the first defender, you have got to tackle.
Right, do something.
And he didn't, and now this game's pretty much over. It's 4 minutes. It's 13.3 seconds left. It's a 4-point game, and that pretty much sealed the deal right there. That was, as much as you want to give flack to the Lions, that was an amazing play by Frederick. Morris Robinson, he was able to get past his first defender, split 2 defenders, and then get the ball off to the big man, Jacob McIntosh, correction, and just what a play by Jacob McIntosh.
Yeah, but I mean, I agree with you that it was an amazing play, but I've still got to question the decision there to not foul as soon as that guy gets past you. You've got 2 defenders there. One of you has to foul him. There's no excuse for that.
Yeah, you know what? There was a great man who once said, to be the man, you have to beat the man. And today, Jacob McIntosh is the man.
Woo! You know what? That says it all. Exactly. He's been the guy tonight. And when the guy is stuffing my stat sheet so much, it's a good sign.
Jacob McIntosh, he's the man of the hour, the man with the power, the man who's too sweet to be sour.
The man with the plan tonight.
He's the hit maker, the record breaker. All right, I'll stop. Back to the action here. We're having a little bit of fun here in the broadcast booth. It's always fun. Like I said, you got to get out to a game here at the Lions Den. This has been a great game, one of the best games we've seen in our 2 years of calling games here at CCBC Dundalk. Got to find something. Finally get the ball into Quickly. Quickly's got to get rid of it now.
You need to get a shot off here when another chance out of the bucket.
Anthony Bennett Jr. into the lane, and they're going to call a foul on number 21, Jacob McIntosh. That was an interesting possession there from Anthony Bennett Jr. and the rest of the Lions. I thought they were going to go for the quick shot. Now you leave yourself 5 seconds to foul and get the ball down the court. I don't know, very interesting possession if you're Coach Teron Taylor's Lions.
I agree, and of all the time to try a dunk, now is not the time, in my opinion. You want to get that layup to fall.
It's 76-73 with 5.5 seconds left here in this one. I said it during the last possession. The fat lady is in the corner opening up her pipes, and it looks like she's going to be getting ready to sing. But it's going to be delayed just a couple more seconds as Coach Taylor will take what I believe is his final timeout. No, correction. He's got one more after this, but he's taking a timeout here. What is he going over with his team?
Oh, they've got 5.5 seconds left, so it's not a terrible amount of time left for you to do much with. And I really think that last possession where they didn't foul really hurts them now with the situation where it is. If Quickly makes the second free throw, it's a 2-point game. So, I mean, the plan still stands. You need to foul. Hope they missed the free throw. Call your last timeout. Get up to half court here and possibly get a game-winning shot off. That's as simple as that.
It's a good plan, but like we said earlier in this game, in this sport, everything always seems to be easier said than done. And
yep.
The Lions have really fought hard to get back into this game. They had an
have.
opportunity there with a 1-point game with 18 seconds left. I think we all thought that was going to be the difference maker in the game, but McIntosh just continues to be dominant down low for the Frederick Cougars. And the Lions just had no answer for him today.
Of course, and both teams are fighting really, really hard, and that's the most important thing you want to see, from both teams. You're the coaches of these teams. You want to see them both fighting hard until the very end of this game. Once that clock hits 0, the game's over. Or until that clock hits 0, the game's still on. That's what I meant to say.
Well, both teams are back out onto the court. 5.5 seconds left here in this one. It's 76-73. Anthony Bennett Jr. will be at the line for his second foul shot.
Thank you for correcting me there. I said it was quickly. I've been saying his name all night, so.
Cameron Hutchins had an opportunity for the rebound there that really would have been a game-changing rebound. But had an opportunity to get the rebound in his hands and throw it out to the corner for a three-pointer that may have tied the game up, but Hutchins just could not get his mitts on that ball securely. So Cougars had possession of the ball. They were fouled immediately once they got possession of the ball. So it's 3 seconds left, and it's 76-73. Number 20, Rashard Lewis, will be on the line to try and put this game out of reach.
Yep, and he makes these 2 free throws. Like you said, that's pretty much going to do it for this one, unfortunately.
He makes good on the first one, and I don't even think he's going to take 2. I think that's all she wrote right there. It's 3 seconds left, a 4-point lead.
Yeah, I think you miss it and just let him chuck it up from half at this point.
Anything less than a miracle wouldn't cut it now. Myers picks it up. He's just going to chuck it down the court. No, he's not. Winfield didn't even get the shot off in time. That's all she wrote here, fans, from the Lions Den. The final score, 78-73. I'm Aaron Thomas for my broadcast partner, Byron Reed. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Stick around because we've got an after-game interview right after this.